Hey, this is Brook. I had a couple of questions about jazz type chords and maybe chord progressions. I did pick up a lot of great information from a Joe Pass video. It was maybe the Hot Lick series. It was something about the blues side of jazz where he introduced jazz type chords, but they were framed over blues. And he was a very, very good instructor. So, let me see if I can remember a couple of those shapes. I think he was working in the key of G, and he was doing a shape like this. Sort of a... That's a G7, and I'll show you all about that if you're interested. It's kind of a shell shape, so it's a root, flatted 7, and a third. There's no fifth. To make a full G7, you need root, third, fifth, and the flatted 7. So we're taking one note out. You can kind of kick that to the curb, and it makes it, if you play the full chord, it just sounds kind of like too much information, kind of like, whoa, calm down. So we take some of that garbage away and just like, man, can you just be cool for 2 seconds here? Hear that? Much more cool than, bashing it like a crazy cowboy guy. Plus, it's a little more delicate. It's a little more balanced. It's a little more flexible. Like, take this G7 up. It doesn't work, but this, totally movable. So get used to the idea of moving that shape. Let's talk about the shape. Going to use the middle finger for the bass. Bass is always important. I'm a low pressure guy. I'm just like, man, learn the root, and then we're going to add some stuff to that root. There's no need to get tense here. Everything's relaxed. Everything's fun. Middle finger on the G note, bass note. Okay, that's our root. Then bring in the ring finger. That's our flatted 7. So if you just play those two notes, it's got kind of a cool bluesy sound. A little minimal, so we fill it in with our major third here. Cool, man. If you wanted the fifth, you could do this. No problem, but let's not do that right now. Root, third, fifth. That's G, F, and B. So I'm kind of like, I got my pick here, but I'm kind of just plucking one finger per string, thumb on the bass, index on the 4th string, middle on the 3rd string, so I can just kind of pluck them. And obviously I'm bouncing my fretting hand, so the note dies. The note is staccato, otherwise it'd be... I kind of like that bop, 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 bop. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, get that kind of precise staccato 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, precise 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, or if you want to strum, well, let's try it with the thumb. I had to adjust a little bit, so I make sure I'm muting the A string. Mute the 5th string with the underside of your middle finger. It's going to roll over slightly and touch it. Not press down, but just mute it. Slightly touch it. Hear it? If you're getting this sound, no, we don't want a C. No C note. All right. So, if you're just not used to this, I'm going slow so you can... I realize it's simple, but it's not always easy to get fully comfortable with a new shape. So that's why I'm going kind of slow. And just remember, so that's, I think that sounds pretty cool. That's a vamp where it's just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. It kind of accents that 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Or it could go down. You could check this out. Yeah, so that's sometimes students, I'll say, man, let's just stay on this one chord. And they're like, well, where's it going next? I'm like, good for you for anticipating a change. But you don't always have to change. You can stay on one chord. But if you were kind of anticipating another chord, it'd be like a C7. Here, I'm just doing these little shell shapes here. This is like a 5th, 3rd, and a flatted 7, a C7. With no bass, no root, I'm trying to say. We got a G in the bass. So listen to the difference. That's cool. Versus, cowboy style would be, it's kind of like, yeah, okay, I get it, man. I get a headache here from that. It's just too much. This is like, let's just be cool. A little more of a subtle change versus a big, here's a big change. Yeah. Or here's playing it cool. Oops. So that C7 looks like this. G, E, and B flat. Look at the difference from this to that. This to that. Ring finger just hops. Here's the G7. Index is out. On the C7, index comes down and ring hops. Middle stays the same. So if you want to learn this, just practice like this to that. This to that. G7, C7, G7, C7. And let's add some more after. Get used to that and we'll think of some other steps. All right.